Hey guys, what's going on? It is Chris here once again. We are looking ahead to today's playing tournament for the 19th of May. As normal, if you guys do go on to like the video, if you guys do go on to like the video, leave a like. There we go. I definitely do appreciate it. And also hit that sub button as well. So the first two games obviously were yesterday. One was a blowout. Well, I guess they're both kind of blowout, but obviously the last one was a little bit more competitive. Overall, came up just short. We literally were in first place the entire night. And then Robert Williams, which we had an 8% ownership, had like 14 points in the first half, which was awesome, doing pretty good. No one had him. And then he got hurt in the second half and screwed us, right? You only got two games on the slate. And if a guy is only 8% owned, you're going to drop very, very quickly because of people had Zeller and Thompson. And yeah, and we missed the cash line by like 1 point. So that was a awesome way to end the night. We were absolutely killing it everywhere. And one guy, screwed us, and not screwed us. He got hurt, and that was mostly it there. And then over on baseball, I think it's still going, but I think we scored like a 158 or 160, and we still did not cash. Which is mind-boggling because usually you only need like a 115, 120 to cash. So obviously it was just a chalky night, and we just didn't have the right chalk, unfortunately. But we still had one dang good lineup out there. Like I said, 9 out of 10 days that line right there would be cashing everywhere. But just one of those nights, unfortunately. But overall, we're still 7-2 on MLB. Like I said, that is kind of the hot thing right now. What we're doing, and we're definitely putting in a ton of effort into MLB. I know I'm known for NBA, but like I said, if you guys want to check out some MLB, we've been hot. Like I said, 7-2 in our last 9 days. Only $5 for a day pass, 25 for a month, or 100 for the season. And the season doesn't end until October, so very, very cheap. If you want to get in on MLB, let us know, or $30 for the rest of the NBA playoffs as well. The To get in on either one of those, check out our Twitter in the comment section below. Message us, we'll get you guys all set up. All right, anyway, let's go get into it. First game, San Antonio and Memphis. I actually like this game a lot, and I think a lot of people are going to as well. I game stacked yesterday with the Indiana game. And for most part, it was a pretty good stack. Ball was the only one that sucked, but everyone else did good, man. We had McConnell and Sabonis, Doug McDermott, so we had one heck of a line, but just came up short. So probably gonna game stack this one for the most part. Probably have like probably two or three from this game over here from the Laker game. But San Antonio, this one's relatively, these guys are priced pretty reasonable. So obviously you're gonna game stack a little bit since they're pretty cheap. Murray, as we know, he is one of those guys that can go off at any moment, and since it's the playoffs, I could easily see a 40-45 burger from the dude. So I like Murray. Ja Morant, don't mind him either, but his shot has really been kind of crap for the most part, right? He has a couple good games, kind of absolute crap games. So I think Murray's your cash game. Morant's more of your boomer bust kind of play right there. Moving to shooting guards. Once again, we got DeRozan and Brooks. Both these guys, well, mostly DeRozan is pretty dang cheap. 7-5, I don't mind taking a shot with him at all. Another guy can get you 40-45. So DeRozan Murray combo. Don't mind looking at those two. We got Dylan Brooks over here, another guy. Probably take him in GPPs. Like I said, he's still good play and all. But his ownership's going to be a lot lower than DeRozan is, in my opinion, so far. So yeah, DeRozan's more of a cash game play, right? More of a popular name, but don't mind a little bit of Brooks as well to get away from the chalk. Not too into Anderson. Jaren Jackson at 6'6" is very, very nice. He's been having a couple days off here and there, but obviously it's the playoffs, so he's going to go out there and probably play about 30 to 33 minutes. So Jackson should get you about 30, 34 to like 40 around that range. So got to be looking at Jaren Jackson. And then we got Val at 8-7. Yeah, he's been playing well. If you can afford him, have at it. I don't think a lot of people are going to go that way tonight, obviously, because there's not a lot of salary. We kind of saw that last night with Westbrook. I was telling you guys how hard it was to fit him in. And in the tournament, I played it, and he was like 8% owned or something like that. And he only got like a 53. So, um, like I said, some of these guys that are a little bit more expensive are not going to be as popular. So I don't think Val's going to be popular. So don't mind him in a couple one-offs. Jacob Poeltl, I love this guy. I've been saying it all year. As we know, block upside, couple assists, rebounds at 6'3". Another guy that can get you about 30 to 35. So got to be looking at him. So I'm definitely favoring that San Antonio side and a couple of those Memphis guys. Moving on to the Golden State and the Laker game. We'll have to see this one goes, right? We haven't seen the full Lakers squad play together, like completely healthy in a while, right? Um, I'm not sure if they had a couple games at the end of the year together, but overall, right, it's been since kind of the start of the year since we've seen a full, very healthy Laker team. Um, if you need some salary relief, don't mind Dennis Schroeder, but as we know, he doesn't. He kind of takes a back seat usage-wise when LeBron and AD are out there. So I don't mind him. Maybe 25 to 28, 29, maybe from him is kind of what you're looking for. But like I said, he takes a back seat when LeBron comes back a little bit, so keep that in mind. And he even said his conditioning is not 100% yet as well. Then we got Steph Curry at 10-4. Not a great matchup on paper for him, but you're gonna need at least one stud in here. And which stud is that gonna be? I'm not sure. I could see AD going off in this game. I think he's my favorite stud. LeBron's pretty close too, but he hasn't had a ton of conditioning as well. But still, his 2 games back, he his scoring wise is pretty good. So expect him to play about 33 to 35 minutes in this one. So probably 80 is my favorite one. If you're going for a little bit of salary relief, don't mind LeBron. If you're looking for pure scoring, Curry's obviously got to be your man. But we'll have to see what the Lakers do. I would expect some double teams against Curry since he's literally the only one that could score a ton for these guys. So I'd probably rank it like Davis, LeBron, and Curry on the big studs over here. But I could see LeBron going off at any moment. But we'll have to see which LeBron comes. The scoring LeBron or the double double low scoring LeBron, right? Like 16 points, 10 assists or something like that. We'll have to see. But as I mentioned, that's how I'm ranking them. Wiggins is going to have to score here. I just don't like his price tag at 7-8. I would rather go to DeRozan. I just don't have a ton of these Golden State guys since this Laker defense is pretty good. They were good without AD and LeBron, and now that they're back, it should still be a very good. We got Draymond at 8-2. I don't think a lot of people are going to go that way. He's expensive, but he might get you about 38 to 40 in this one. Anderson could be okay off the bench, but like I said, this guy's looking for steal and block upside for him. Could be an all right option there. Who else we got? We got Kyle. Kyle Kuzma's only at 4K. May put him in there, right? He's only 4,000. He kind of needs some salary relief, as we know in the playoffs. Um, you're kind of have to take what's given to you, right? If Kuzma is going to go play 24, 25 minutes, it might get you 17 to 18 or 19. You're just going to accept that in the playoffs. Obviously, regular season, you're looking for like 5.5, 6 times value. But when there's not a lot of value here in the playoffs, you kind of have to take what you can get. On the flip side, you could go spend up a little bit more for KCP. Obviously, Kuzma's going to be coming off the bench, so you could look at KCP here against a Golden State team. It's probably where I'd go, but if you need the salary, I guess go Kyle. But Pope has a little bit more upside. And then at the center position, Drummond. I'm not sure how they're going to play him here. I think those couple games was with LeBron and AD back. I'm not sure, one of the two. He's not playing a ton of minutes. That's the only thing that's concerning to me. I really just like Portal, to be honest with you. I think Drummond could be good. We'll have to see. Like I said, we haven't really seen him play fully with everybody back yet. So it's just interesting to see how they're going to use him, since they have so many different ways they could go here. And Golden State's not really a big team, right? They don't have Wiseman, so I could see the Lakers not having to use Drummond because like I said, Golden State's so small. And as we know, if you get a couple 3-point shooters out there against a Drummond, he's not going to be able to run with them in the 3-point line. So, they might go smaller and go put, like I said, Kuzma out there, maybe Harrow a couple minutes, and obviously, run LeBron and AD out there. So we'll have to see. I'm not fully convinced on Drummond yet. All right, so let's get into it here. Like I said, I really do like DeJounte. don't mind Dennis, but I just don't know how much upside he has here. Over here, don't mind going to DeMar, obviously. Like a DeMar Brooks combo. And then over here, I guess because he's cheap, you could go that way. That gives you only 57. Doesn't give you a ton. Not a ton at all. Rudy Gay is half decent at 46. That's not Rudy Gay. There he is. He's not going to play a ton of minutes, maybe about as normal 19 to 21, but he is a guy that could fill up the box score, and they're going to need the veteran here. So Gay's all right at 4.6, but that doesn't give you a ton at 5.9. Portal at 6.3, and then I guess you could go get like a Dennis Schroeder if you want, and that gives you $100 left, something like that. But I'm not 100% convinced on Dennis Schroeder. Like I said, I just don't like when LeBron and AD are there. But there's a sample lineup for you. I just made that. I mean, you can mess with the lineup. Would I play it? Maybe, but need a little bit more time to be looking at it. But that's just a couple guys that we're looking at. Mix and match your big boys on who you want in there. I mean, you might have to go like a Curry Murray, or you might have to go like a Murray Morant, or something like that. We'll have to see. Um, we'll have to see what's going on with Poole. I really don't know his rotation a ton. Um, in the playoffs, obviously, he had a couple good games there. He got a little bit of run, obviously, with Curry there. So, I mean, you could maybe look at Poole. He's going to, let me see here, probably play around this area, about 18 to 22 minutes in this one. So, at 4.9, you could look at him for sure if you don't want to spin up for these guys. Like I said, they're still missing Kelly. So, Poole is a guy off the bench that can score some points here. Caruso, not really feeling him. So as you see, not a ton of point guards, and that's kind of where you're getting stuck at. But yeah, that is mostly it. As normal, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. I appreciate it quite a bit. And yeah, hit us up on Twitter. Like I said, only $30 for the rest of the NBA playoffs, which is pretty reasonable. And then we got some MLB. We are 7-2 in our last 9. Like I said, it's not over yet, but right now we're about like a 155 or 160, which unfortunately just did not cash. In what I played in, we were like 5 or 6 points off. But like I said, 9 out of 10 times that would easily cash everywhere most of the time. But it's one of those days. But yeah, like I said, hit us up for MLB. Prices are very reasonable, and we're definitely feeling it right now. So hit us up for that, or NBA. Like I said, Twitter is down there below. Click that link, message us. We'll get you guys all set up. All right, guys. Once again, thanks for watching. See you guys a little bit later on.